guys, it's much I can tweet some more of the Sun Moon Show stuff, just called The Complete Story of Sun from the Sun and Moon Show. I would say, so is this going to be like a little compilation or something else? Also, I like how they got the 3D and 2D model or looks of Sun. So cute.
What's up,
it's so cute.
Hi everybody, it's me, Sun! Or sunrise, or sunshop, or sunsets, I've been called.
Sunset!
Today, I'm here to talk about things that have happened during the show, even a little bit before the show, so far that have made me who I am. Help us help some of you that are a little lost.
Oh, okay, so
story.
Okay, so is it okay? So it's just gonna be Sun talking about his life, okay?
And just need a little bit of catch up so far. So, well, obviously it all started when Lunar and I were made. Now we didn't get along well for a long time, but after enough time we started sharing our body. You know, take one there, and there. Eventually, we both agreed we're to separate since, well, all things considered.
Okay, problem.
Yeah, but this one person was stupid and unhinged, and we both had things we wanted to do, but couldn't without cutting into the other person's time and control.
Yeah. I mean, I guess when you are sharing a body with someone, like when you're a conjoined twin or you have multiple personality disorder or something, I guess it can be hard. Then again, I guess if you are a conjoined twin, I guess you can figure things out along the way with each other. I mean, then again, if you're a conjoined triplet, I guess it would be harder. You know, because you have like 3 heads or something. But I don't know. I never met anyone who was a conjoined twin or triplet. I don't think. I've met twins before, identical twins. I've known quite a couple of identical twins. They were actually in most, if not all, of my history classes. So yeah. Yeah, they're in most of my, they're actually, well, I just knew them, so, yeah. I could not tell them apart. Yeah.
Someone of our team worked together to separate us. Not too long after we separated, the first major event of my life happened, July 16th.
Lastly, what happened on July 16th?
Oh, yeah. Also, one more month until July 16th. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, though. Something of Noah Frost, I feel like. Actually, you know what? It could be Sunny. Or wait, what if another kid comes up in the Sun's life? Is going to have to adopt that kid, and then someone's going to have 2 adopted kids running around. As if the house wasn't already crowded enough.
That's a wonderful question, isn't it? To be frank, I don't know the details, but I'll tell you this.
I don't want to talk about that thing.
Sunrise, you will answer the question. You will be shut down. You will answer the question.
I don't want to answer the question.
And then Eclipse showed up.
I don't.
Sunrise.
July 16th. That was a fun day for me.
Sunrise.
Sunrise isn't here anymore. A day I still don't like remembering.
Also, I do like Sun's little PNG. It's so cute. You know, I believe it was made by Damien Candle, because I can recognize his art style. You know. Yeah. I do like the PNGs. Also, I'm pretty sure, isn't I'm not mistaken, I think Eclipse is PNG. I think it was made by Kiwi Arts, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think the same with Ruin. I think Ruins was also made by Kiwi Arts, and I think Blood Moons and Lunar / Cosmos, I think theirs was made by Damien Kendall as well, I think. I hope so. I hope I'm right. And Terra, I'm not sure. Or Earth or Terra. I'm not sure. I think it was Anima Ninja. No, it wasn't Anima Ninja. I don't know. I don't think it was Kiwi Arts either. It wasn't, Oh, I think Solar's was also made by Damien Kendall, I think. Yeah. Ooh, that also reminds me, if... I'm trying to think of who... Oh, yeah, okay. I wonder what Dazzle would look like if she had a PNG. Also, I think Jax was also made by Damien Kendall, I think. So I'm talking about, like, PNGs.
July 16th was a day that, for a long time, I believed I killed a bunch of kids attending the daycare.
Was it?
One of them being Evelyn.
Son, that wasn't you, that was Blood Moon. He just possessed your body.
A little girl who was a big fan of mine. But I lived in fear myself, and what I would do for a long time, thinking myself to be unstable. The next thing that really helped that. Next up was the moments I'd black out for minutes or hours at a time. This is because of
Eclipse.
Another person living in my head rent-free thanks to me.
I mean, yeah, but again, you also kind of did see, like, I think if we were to, like, see, like, the difference between Sun and, like, I don't know what I would call him, Sundew. I'll name him that for now. Or Sun, where, like, the event never happened with, or the thing, okay, I'm sorry. So, if you compare the difference between Sun and the place where, or the dimension where Moon never left his kill code, you can see a stark difference. Like, Sun, that Sun, he didn't have any backbone. I think he was still living in fear with Moon, or, like, fearing Moon a lot, and, you know. I mean, but if you compare it to, like, how Sun came out to be, you know, Sun has gone, like, angrier, more anxious even, you know. But I'm pretty sure if, like, this didn't happen, you know, I'm pretty sure he would, like, at the same time, he would have, or the exact date, I would say, like, the same date, he would have gone to a dimension where it did happen, where Moon would leave his kill code in, and so it created a bunch of problems, you know, and that's a crazy thing to notice, or realize, even.
Little bit of his kill code behind, which we separated all those months ago, which then developed into another person named Eclipse, who would hijack my body and do whatever he could to make myself and Moon suffer. Basically a living hell. Anyways, that went on for a while.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I don't think, okay, this is the original Eclipse. So, when it came to original Eclipse, I don't think he realized that if he was going to make Sun and Moon suffer, and they died, that would mean he would have also died. And he couldn't conquer the world. So, yeah.
And he even made a couple animatronic AIs while stuck in my head. He made 2 AIs while stuck in my head. How does it even happen? The AIs
Blood Moon.
being Blood Moon, a psychotic, killer, blood-crazed maniac who cannot find any other word to say or get obsessed about but blood. And Lunar, our eventual brother, and someone Eclipse made originally to obey his orders of taking over Moon. After me and Moon were forced to be interviewed by the FBI, we had to hide in one of his many bunkers we had for some reason.
Yeah, that's a fair point. You know?
While there, Moon was going through an issue with his kill code, which
yeah.
systems.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Like, I don't think Moon can really get rid of his kill code, because, like, it was, like, just stuck in, you know, for as long as, like, you know, before, like, him and Sun separated. He left in Sun, thinking he would just go to sleep, but then that created a whole boatload of problems afterwards. Then they came back, then it developed into another person later on, aka KC, or Kill Code, rest in peace KC. And then he got separated from Moon, and then, yeah, KC died. And then there was Nexus, which then he started going on a killing spree. And I'm pretty sure he has his own kill code in his head, maybe. I don't know. That just didn't affect Moon. Actually, then again. And then, like, after that, like a few months after that, I think, Moon said that he felt a burning sensation, which is the same one that happened before Kill Code came back. So, which probably means that Nexus probably did have a kill code and just affected Moon in a different way, maybe. Or, I don't know. I mean, I guess well, I guess when Sun had, like, the kill code before, it developed into Eclipse, I think he said that he felt a little more murderous. I'm not sure if that was just Eclipse speaking or what, or, that was just Sun's, like, inner, you know, thoughts. I think it was Eclipse. Oh, yeah, I would say, yeah, it was Eclipse. But, yeah. So, because it's crazy, because, like, when Moon and Lunar were in the same body, Moon is the one that had the kill code, but it didn't affect Lunar. So I'm assuming the kill code affected the main host and not their AI inside of it, because the Vanny virus only worked on Moon, but didn't work on Sun for some reason. You know what I mean? If you're looking at, like, the canonically, like, in the games. The virus didn't affect Sun, but affected Moon. So, I'm assuming you can only hijack, like, a piece of code, or a virus can only hijack one of the AI's minds, probably. Yeah. But, like, Ruin, he never got the virus, because, I'm pretty sure it's because 2 AIs, and, you know, just combined, so it didn't affect him in that way. So I guess that would make sense if it can only hijack one person, you know? Eclipse Puppet Show. Oh, cool! I can't wait to do this one. But, yeah. So, yeah, I'm assuming the kill code affected Nexus, but didn't affect Moon. Because Moon was in his own head, you know, whereas Nexus was the one that took over. So, that's my theory.
How he said a lot of things about how bad he was, and to demonstrate, he punched me in the face. That was a start.
Oh, yeah, that was
unhealthy relationship.
You know what? Okay, looking back, that was kind of funny. Like, okay, when it comes to, like the art chat one, it's kind of funny. But if you look at animations, it's, like, a little bit more serious, because then people have, like, their own interpretation of, like, how it could have been.
Which also was not talking until Eclipse shoved us to a dimension with...
Oh, yeah, true.
Storm. That me
to
defeat. After that, Moon and I bolstered our efforts to get Eclipse out.
Oh, yeah, when I made that animation, of them defeating the Winter Storm, that took me 2 months to make. Yeah, whenever I asked you which one, like, which animation that I should, like, remaster, what I meant by the epic one, I meant the Winter Storm one. I probably should have been more specific, but, you know, I wanted to keep it as a surprise, I guess. You know?
My body. Eventually we did succeed in getting Eclipse out, with some help from Lunar and some magic that Lunar was able to teach me to expel him from my body. But things weren't exactly over by a long shot.
Yeah,
Became
true.
an issue we needed to deal with. But even
Oh,
Eclipse
Trash
was
Can
not,
Man.
since he has backup
Rest in peace.
with consciousness. Something that makes me hate being an animatronic from time to time is crap like this.
I'd say it sucks worse to be human.
Blood Moon was getting help from Eclipse and his new boss, Killcode. Another iteration of Moon's Killcode gained an anatomy. You have two things that are technically the same thing, by the way. Killcode, Eclipse, and Killcode. It's confusing. Is it confusing? Good. It confused me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess that would make sense, because, like, Eclipse, he was just pure kill code, but he just wanted to create chaos. He didn't directly kill anybody, you know, but he did create Blood Moon, which killed a bunch of people, so. And I guess, isn't Blood Moon also technically pure kill code, even? Yeah, I swear, the whole Sun and Moon show family tree is just so confusing, because, like, these two are brothers. They technically had kids with each other through code. Yeah, that's incest and robot forms, I guess.
With their help, though,
Like, unintentionally, I guess.
prompted me in the daycare and started saying everything it could have pushed my buttons, and it worked. I knew when Moon's repurposed barrel cannons and killed Blood Moon, leaving nothing behind but the trauma of my first time killing somebody. This lets me having.
Well, yeah, but that was kind of almost out of self-defense, even, because you know what Blood Moon's gonna do.
Hallucinations of Blood Moon, incidentally. And these came in my front.
Yeah, that's just more guilt.
During my time of weakness and wanting to be done with all this crap, I tracked down Eclipse and confronted him at their base. This was my biggest mistake today because, in my anger, I tapped into the mana pool that Moon and I shared somehow and ended up blowing up that base, as well as Moon's mana pool,
Oh,
trapping him in his
yeah.
own head.
Also, this is also not a video I want to revisit, really. I mean, not because of the episode itself. It's because on the day it happened. On the day it happened. If you know what I mean. Because I'm pretty sure on the day that this was released, I'm pretty sure that was the same exact day my dad died. And that's why I don't really want to revisit that. I mean, I think it was the day before, I think. You know, is there a day before and the day, you know, they died, or... Yeah, that's something I don't want to revisit, really.
Since he had gone to confront Killcode in his own mind. This lets Moon giving up his life to let Killcode or Casey live.
I never thought this is how I'd die.
Creating a new Moon in the process. And during all of that, I didn't even manage to kill Eclipse, and he escaped to bother us another day. The only good thing that happened during this time was Earth, our sister we knew nothing about, coming into our lives. I don't know what state I would have been without them there to comfort me and reassure me that things would work out, though that comfort only did so much as things kept going downhill. Eventually, Eclipse got his hands on his ultimate goal after blackmailing Monty with Lunar's life. This is also the same time that me and Lunar weren't talking because of an argument he had.
Oh, yeah.
The whole magic explosion thing happened. That argument consisted of Lunar trying to tell me that killing is wrong since my mind was dead set on killing Eclipse. I snapped at him and said some pretty bad things.
Oh.
Then Lunar got...
Oh, man. I miss this version of Lunar. I miss it. I miss him. I miss that little cutie version. Oh, so cute. So cute, so cute, so cute.
Flashbacks to Eclipse, and I was like, and said that I was acting like, I was acting like the same person I was trying to get rid of, and
I mean,
I
yeah.
didn't listen to what he was saying.
Sometimes we do sound like people we hate, and that's a real problem that people, actually quite a few people have nowadays, like, it's like, okay, I mean, I don't speak, like, for everybody, but, like, there are some people who, like, have had, like, horrible parents and they hate them, but then they act just like them in the future, and that's bad,
And by the time I realized I was wrong, it was way too late. Because Eclipse got his goal, and... Eclipse, please, I'll do it.
Oh!
Don't kill me.
Goodbye. Monty, please! Let's go back! Let's go!
Said that I was acting like, I was acting like the same person I was trying to get rid of, and I didn't listen to what he was saying. And by the time I realized I was wrong, it was way too late. Because Eclipse got his goal, and... Eclipse, please, I'll do whatever you want, just don't kill me.
Bye. Monty, please! Oh, come on! Come on. I get the parasocial insect. Monty, over a liar.
Killed Lunar. Ryan
Yeah.
held onto you with a bomb he planted on Lunar's head. The star, though. Because
The star, though.
An item Moon had made years ago. Something that could rewrite the universe using the cosmic energy called star power. God, damn it, do I hate this stuff. Why did we have to get involved with star power? It is such a MacGuffin. It makes no goddamn sense. You know what? You can just ignore any star stuff. You know what? When you hear the term star power, star whatever stuff, just think of it as the Force, basically. Just think of it as a MacGuffin that can do whatever you want. Because that's what it is. It's a data set.
It's like a ball of creation or destruction, depending on how you're planning on using it. Which, that sounds fantastic, actually. I would love that. I mean, I would like to gain the star, but I feel like I would be starting the universe a lot faster. You know what I mean? With the whole Winter Storm, but to be honest, personally, I think I would like the star. I mean, I wouldn't do anything bad with it, of course. I'll be responsible with it. I mean, I would probably use it to, like, I don't know, give people food and money.
Can I think? I hate this so much. Oh. Anyways, with the star, Eclipse was essentially a god, and Moon and myself could do nothing to stop him. Or at least that's what we thought. Moon went to another dimension with a person we referred to as Nice Eclipse.
Yeah, Solar!
They built
Solar or candy corn.
A massive satellite to essentially Hammer of Dawn Eclipse. But the star can only work in its home dimension. Fine. So convoluted. In the meantime, we had to think about how to get Eclipse into a portal. And Casey taught me and Moon how to use star power in small amounts. After everything was ready, I Eclipse.
Yeah.
To be so honest.
I
hate the fact that I did that. When I look back on it now and I cringe so goddamn hard. I said the Kamehameha thing like it was supposed to be cool. It wasn't cool. It was really not. Anyways, you put him into the portal, where he was killed for good. Or not, I guess. Thanks, Ruin! God, I hate them. Okay.
No, you don't hate our British boy. You don't hate the British boy. I mean, I get it. Ruin has done some questionable things, but I mean, he only did it for, like, the good of, like, the rest of, like, the multiverse, basically. I mean, you saw what happened if his plan failed. you know?
But I'm gonna keep going here. Before we had concocted our plan to kill Eclipse, Moon had met another version of ourselves. Kinda? The name was Ruin. It was basically both of us crammed together and fully insane. There's some thought.
Well, yeah, he was really insane. He was pretending.
Why are there so many twists?
Oh, yeah.
Faith being insane?
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, when you look at, like, this face, what is the first thought that comes to your mind? His insanity and being a crackhead. You know? Yeah. Yeah, I hate looking at this face. But, like, compared to, like, Rune now, he's definitely gonna glow up.
So that way we underestimated him, I think? I don't even know. So many goddamn plot twist. Rowan led us to believe that he was infected with some kind of virus that made him insane, and we cured him, and he was...
Where'd you go?
Son, I think I brought the last gotcha.
Oh. Yeah.
Seemingly our ally. What we later learned was that he made the new versions of Eclipse and Blood Moon. Blood Moon. Why'd you bring that back? Goddamn Blood Moon. What?
Yeah. And then Blood Moon just had a whole bunch of other problems. But I kind of did enjoy the Rune Eclipse and Blood Moon show. That was quite cool. I mean, it was quite alright. I mean, I would say, between, like, all the, quote, Halloween ones, well, I guess there was only 2, but I think I enjoyed the Eclipse and Lunar show a little bit more than the Rune Eclipse and Blood Moon show. I mean, not the fact that I hate Rune and Blood Moon, I mean, yeah, Blood Moon, I mean, he wasn't really my favorite, but at the same time, he wasn't my least favorite character either. I mean, for a time, maybe, but...
The new Blood Moon, with the memories of the old one around. I try my best to redeem myself from my previous actions. There are people that cannot be redeemed, though.
Yeah.
Blood Moon revealed to me that he was the person who actually did July 16th, not myself. Or Eclipse, like we had believed that he had done for years now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at the same time, like, yeah, like, way before, like, it was clear that Blood Moon was the one that did it, we thought it was Eclipse that did it. You know? But then, after Blood Moon was revealed, it turned out Blood Moon was the one that did it.
We eventually dealt with Blood Moon and Rowan, for the most part. But
yep.
Not before something broke Moon. Or as he soon began to call himself, Nexus.
Oh, yeah.
Nexus betrayed all of us. You know?
Yeah, I mean, okay, at the same time, I don't blame Nexus for, like, how he acted. I mean, his actions were completely unjustified. You know what I mean? They weren't justifiable. But, I mean, he had a reason, kind of, like, he was just, like, put in this world, like, knowing that older version of himself, like, Moon, like, just straight up did awful things, and he had to live in that body, you know, and he was basically Moon 2.0, basically, and, yeah, and, like, with no form of breaks, like, the Dacre being blown up, like, the whole Eclipse being brought back, and Ruin, and Solar dying, all that stuff. Like, Sun, like, continuously comparing him to Moon. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Yeah, when someone does have trauma, it can be, you know, it can be hard not to compare something, you know? I'm sure it's happened to almost everybody who's had trauma, you know? It sucks, you know, that people have to go through that, but at the same time, it does help people empathize with others, like knowing that they're not alone in this world, and, you know how others feel, you know, when they're going through something similar. But, yeah. And that is an unfortunate reality, that, like, some people who do go through all this stuff, they do become, you know, crazy and insane. It's like something you can't really blame them for because they've gone through so much. I mean, yeah, there's less of healthier ways of dealing with that kind of stuff, like therapy, I don't know, like spending some time alone, you know? Yeah.
Our family. Solar had been killed, and he began to go insane trying to fix
Yeah!
it. I mean, the value of self-worth, and even with the old moon back now, I'm not the doormat I used to be. Nexus joined another version of myself that we will call
Solstice.
Dark Sun.
No, I'll call him Solstice.
I'm apparently not too sure why.
I don't know, I just like Solstice more than Dark Sun. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, this BNG. But, I don't know, I just like Solstice better because, I don't know, I feel like Dark Sun or, you know, Evil Earth, whatever, or Evil Lunar, I feel like that's just lazy. Giving them a better name, like Solstice, or, like, Deimos, or Venus, even, yeah, it sounds better. Like, how, I think, like, Nexus said that he wouldn't go by, like, Dark Moon or something. I guess because he thought it was lazy, I think. Yeah. And that kind of didn't make sense, you know? And to be honest, I think I would prefer Nexus over Dark Moon.
It should be because I'm sun, but okay. With a newfound allegiance, Nexus was doing everything he could to prove his superiority to me and to Moon and to all this stuff. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
having the attempts.
I mean, yeah, when you're looking at Nexus in this form, he doesn't look intimidating in the slightest. Like, when you look at him, yeah, he's not very intimidating. But when he shows you his powers, like, yeah, you fear him.
Make him come back to the light, or just not be a jerk, or just stop what he was doing and move on with his life. He didn't have to talk to us, by the way. I'm just saying, like, he didn't have to continue living with us or even be with us. Just, anyways,
Yeah.
in the middle of all that, we learned of an old animatronic model that was buried under the daycare named Dazzle.
Dazzle!
Dazzle acted like a little kid for a reason we never understood for a while. But when we did learn why, it broke my heart a bit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I remember something happened one day.
What happened, Dazzle?
I remember it was me, and there were a lot of other kids, and we were all playing together with you, and you got mad. And when you got mad, is your eyes turned red.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, when someone tells you something like this, it's like, crap.
This happened, Dazzle? I don't think I ever got mad at kids before like that. Evelyn, one of the children from July 16th,
Yeah.
their soul was inside of that animatronic's body this whole time.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. We never got to learn anything about the other kids, though. Maybe they might end up showing up sometime soon. You never know.
Was Dazzle. All this time, it was trapped in our balls for years. That revelation, while shocking, was an appetizer in comparison.
I mean, actually, didn't July 16th take place in, like, in their universe? I'm assuming it took place in, 2022, right? Because it happened before the show, obviously. And Eclipse, like, it was a thing. I mean, no, what am I saying? No, it wasn't 2022. No, that's when the show started. No, 2021. That's what I'm saying. 2021, I think, is when... Yeah, I think 2021 is when July 16th took place. It was either 2020 or 2021.
You know what came next? We eventually found where Dark Sun and Nexus had been hiding and went to confront them. Well, Solar and I did. Nexus had kidnapped Moon and used them as bait to bring me to him.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
true.
even remember how Moon got kidnapped, to be frank with you. He just did. But after getting away, Moon met up with us, but so did Nexus. Nexus was threatening to kill Moon. And then time slowed to a halt. I saw myself standing somewhere else entirely, with only Dark Sun before me. What do you mean? I get to choose who dies? Well, it's not like you're choosing exactly which one lives. It's gonna be you that, well, decides one way or the other.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was a hard decision for Son, because he didn't want either one to die, but he did choose Nexus. I mean, in, like, an alternate, like, timeline, he chose Moon to die. And you saw how that went, and I think Son got tortured, Solar got killed a second time. Yeah. I think, what, Rowan also got killed? I'm pretty sure. I think it was Solstice also got killed, I'm pretty sure, right? Either Solstice got killed or he moved somewhere else. Something happened to him. I can't remember exactly what, but yeah. Yeah.
I don't want Moon to die. Then stop Nexus. He told me that I had one choice. Kill Nexus
Or kill
let
Moon.
Die.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
Moon
there's like,
first.
yeah, kill Nexus or let Moon die. Yeah, that was the...
My brother, I wanted. How to make something do that?
Yeah. I mean, technically, Nexus and Moon, they're both technically Sun's brothers. It's just, Nexus, I guess you can say, was like Moon's evil twin, I guess you can say. And that's, I guess that's what I can refer to Moon at, or Nexus as, just Moon's evil twin.
No, make that choice. It wasn't until the final second that I chose for Nexus to die. That was a hard time for me.
Yeah.
Mentally, I experienced some hallucinations.
Hey, bro. Hold on, let me try and do the Nexus voice.
Again, the issues never stopped.
Yeah, I can't do Nexus
The only
voice.
thing
Why did you kill Koto? My son. It's just a deep whisper for me.
positively affected me was Dazzle getting a new body. And for Christmas, Moon gave me the best gift I could have ever asked for.
Adoption papers, yes.
I don't think we're opening gifts yet.
It's less something you open and more something I hand.
Oh, what is it?
Adoption. For Dazzle.
I adopted Dazzle. Officially adopted Dazzle. Not long after Christmas. After the papers that Moon gave me. Not that they actually did anything since, robots, but
Yeah, I guess.
the sentiment that counts. The
Yeah.
sentiment that counts, because now we don't really have rights. We don't really breathe. But yeah,
We simulate
I
breathing and eating.
that was Dazzle's dad now. And Evelyn was my
Oh,
daughter.
she's so cute. She's so cute. I can't.
But down the line, after a huge little break for us, we had nothing going on for the longest time. Until Nexus came back as some sort of wraith thing at this
Sith Lord.
point. I don't... This is like the fourth damn time, by the way, that somebody
Darth
showed
Vader,
back
basically.
up. Somehow, some way, we didn't even do anything. They came back to life. Just showed up.
Oh yeah, I think I also looked on, I think I said this before. When I looked on Nexus Wiki, it says he's a trans male. I don't think he was trans to begin with. He was just male, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, I'm not... Eventually, we trapped this new Nexus version in a dimension all by himself. As the last remnants of what were Nexus, my brother, faded away, leaving a deadly and destructive wild animal to rampage in his new home. Now, the new home, by the way, it's just a forest world. There's nothing there. No animals, I think. And no civilization. That was it. We were done. We were done with all of it. We're done with the whole thing. That was the final straw. We put in motion a plan to move to an entirely new dimension and just call that home. The only thing we still had to do before we could move, though, was
Tom.
Evelyn's parents.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I know that she might be my daughter now, but it felt wrong that she couldn't at least talk to them before we left.
True.
It wasn't right. We found Evelyn's father, Mr. Winters, Elias Winters.
Elias,
and
yeah.
wanted him to know that she was alive, but he couldn't stand it.
Yeah, he started getting aggressive. Yeah. Like, if he was like this, like, okay, if he was this aggressive now, I can't imagine what he was like even before. You know, and I would say, yeah, I think Sun is like a way better parent than like Elias or Elias. I don't know.
The thought of her being my daughter. So you wanted to take her and you chased us away with a gun.
Yeah.
After Dazzle stormed out to the car, and Moon told him that he wasn't a fit father at this time.
Yeah.
We thought the issue was resolved.
Oh yeah, but then like a month or two later, he came in, he held you at gunpoint. He ended up shooting Dazzle. You know, luckily there was no permanent damage, but still, I mean, okay, maybe not physical damage, but mental damage.
Until he found our house and held a gun to me, telling me to hand over Evelyn. The guy was clearly, I want to make this very clear.
Unhinged.
I'm angry at him for what happened. I don't blame him for being the way he was.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a similar thing with Nexus, even. You can't blame Nexus either. But, I mean, I wish, like, they did try, like, handling the Nexus situation, like, kindly. But Nexus doesn't take no for an answer. Yeah.
Clearly unstable, and he needs some serious help.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I mean, he should have gone to jail.
And I am not angry at him anymore.
What?
He deserves the best. He deserves some help.
Yeah.
But he held me with a gun.
Yeah, he held you at gunpoint.
To hand over Evelyn. And I tried to talk him down before Dazzle got in the way and...
Oh, yeah. I mean, also, I couldn't imagine, like, Dazzle's adopted father being shot and killed right in front of her. I can't tell what would be worse in that situation. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, both would be traumatizing, of course. But, or even deadly. But still, like, I don't know, like, which one would have been worse mentally?
And the pistol fired.
Intruder!
The time everyone rushed outside, Jack and Moulton restrained him, and Dazzle was okay. Just...
Yeah, weren't the cops called? If someone heard, like, a gunshot, people would, question things like, what was that? Like, they would probably end up calling the police.
Lucky got a little grazed, but she's fine.
Yeah.
That was the last time we ever saw Mr. Winters.
For now.
The last time that he would ever see us or Evelyn.
Yeah.
And now we're in a new dimension without any of those problems.
Oh, I hate looking at that Roxanne.
At all. Thank God. Surely nothing terrible will happen to us.
Son?
Right? Right!
Oh, something. Oh, no, Frosty. I mean.
Oh, God, it's already happening! That's my story so far.
Ooh, also, I wonder if we're gonna get, a moon side to the story. Also, you know what? I truly do think? I do think that Sun is, like, basically the main protagonist of, like, the series, because he's the one that, like, went through it all, basically. You know? I truly do think that Sun is just the main protagonist of the show. You know what I mean? Like, besides Moon, but you get what I'm saying.
It's gonna get a little complicated. No, it's not. It's actually pretty simple at this point. Just a little complicated.
Yeah. Wow. Anyways, that's it for today's video. So, hit subscribe, hit button so it goes ding dong, and not come on to see some more of the Summer Church. Just see you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.